Hey, welcome back to 4 Minute Church. This week I want to do something a little different. As you know, yesterday was Palm Sunday, and in many churches celebrated Jesus' triumphant ride into Jerusalem on the back of that donkey, as all of the people were coming together for Passover. And next Sunday, as you know, we'll celebrate glorious resurrection Easter Sunday. But we too often ignore what happened during that week. So this week I'm going to take each day and discuss what happened on that particular day. So today is Monday. On Palm Sunday, Jesus rode into Jerusalem, and then he went back that evening to Bethany, about 2 miles away, and spent the night with Lazarus. Then he gets up Monday morning and Jesus heads back into Jerusalem. And as he's going along the way, if we read in Matthew, it says that he came upon this fig tree. And the fig tree is beautiful and has lots and lots of leaves all over it, and it looks gorgeous, but Jesus curses it because it has no fruit. And he says, "May you never bear fruit again." Now that's important. I'll get back to that in a minute. So he goes on his way, and Jesus gets to the temple, and he sees all the money changers and animal traders in the temple. You see, this was the time, Passover was the time when every male Jew was expected to go to Jerusalem and pay temple tax. But they wouldn't take just any coin. It had to be paid in temple coin. Now, since Jews were coming from all over the place, some of them had Roman coins, some of them had coins from Ethiopia, some from wherever they were. They had those coins, and they had to trade them in. So you had money changers there. And these money changers charged quite a healthy premium to exchange your money, and they were um, taking advantage of the poor. Similarly, the people had to bring a lamb to be sacrificed or doves if they were poor. And these had to be examined by the priest to make sure they were without spot or blemish. Now, if you brought that lamb all the way from way out 100 miles away, that animal's not going to look very good by the time it gets to Jerusalem. So they had people that would sell these animals that were pre-inspected by the priest at a major premium. So all in all, the money changers were taking advantage of the oppressed. They were using religious rules to put burdens on the poor, those that had scraped together everything they could to come to Jerusalem and being taken advantage of. And this is the reason Jesus comes in and turns over the tables and runs the money changers out of the temple. But in turning over those tables, we know he's also turning over that religious law, and he'll be bringing religious grace. So he's flipped over the table, he's flipped over the law. And then he goes back to Bethany to spend the night. Now, tomorrow, Tuesday, we'll get into what happened on that Tuesday, but I want you to note that as they were coming in on Tuesday, they saw that that tree that Jesus had cursed, that fig tree, was completely withered and dead. It was beautiful. It had lots of leaves. Jesus cursed it. It was dead because it bore no fruit. You see why this is put right before the story of the temple as a symbol to show us that these religious rules were all just dressing. It looked pretty. But following Christ, being a true lover of God, means we bear fruit. Fruit that will last. Jesus drove the money changers out. He got rid of the things that were a burden to us and instead gave us his grace. Tune in tomorrow on Tuesday to find out what happened in Jesus' life that Passover week on Tuesday. Until then, the Lord bless and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you. The Lord lift his countenance upon you and give you peace. peace. Amen. Go in peace.